Should we go through some topics?
Sure.
I'm gonna jump out with one real quick here. I saw the article that Volbeat's Outlaw Gentlemen's and Shady Ladies is certified gold in the U.S.
Wasn't that a month or two ago that they had an award for that?
It wasn't in the U.S. though. It was somewhere else. Wasn't it in Europe?
Yeah, it was in Europe. Oh, so now they got...
So now this is in the U.S.
Sweet.
Freaking rights, man. These guys rock it.
Yeah, we talked about them in episode 1 or 2 or whatever.
I'm definitely a fan. Yeah, you were saying... Oh, man, I got Kemper listening to these guys. They're good. Saw them live.
They are, yeah.
I got little video clips of them. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
I definitely think they're good. I wouldn't be able to listen to 3 albums in a row, for example.
No?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Congratulations. That's awesome, guys.
Yep. Got anything else, or do you want me...
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay.
I do have a couple others, but...
So, Linkin Park, in the end,
Yep.
the end, yeah, they just hit over 1 billion views on YouTube. 1 billion views.
How old is that song?
It's from 2000.
So it took 20 years.
20 years, yeah. Well, YouTube hasn't been around for 20 years, so it took whatever since the inception of YouTube. But the funny part is that Chester Bennington, that initially he didn't even want the song on the album because he didn't think it was a good song. Now it's their most popular song. And
wasn't like that their first hit?
I think so, yeah.
Off of the album?
Yeah. I'm gonna say yes, but
I don't know. I like it's definitely popular.
Yeah. Yeah. He said, I was never a fan of In the End. I didn't even really want it to be on the record, honestly. So
right, but I mean, there was obviously some issues there too. Right? So
what do you mean?
Well, there was suicide. So his opinion of not wanting that on the album and it being released, like maybe his head wasn't in the right spot either.
At that time?
At that time.
Well,
do you know what I'm getting at? Like, no, maybe not.
He committed suicide, 17 years later?
Yeah, but I mean...
Maybe at that time he was already thinking about it.
Yeah, and just struggling through that. Maybe that's why he didn't... Maybe he held it personally.
Could be.
Maybe it was a personal thing to him and he didn't want it released. Like
Neil Young.
Like Neil Young. Maybe.
But for way different reasons.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm getting at.
Could be, yeah.
What's your thoughts on Linkin Park? They're good. I like them.
Yep.
They're not my go-to.
No, and I think they really got popular when he passed away.
Like I think they were pretty big before that.
Yeah, but they were kind of on a downhill slope. Their newer releases from lately weren't received very well. And then when
because he went to Stone Temple Pilots for a bit.
Right. Well, they've been collaborating for a while, right?
Yeah.
But then when he finally passed away, that's when all of a sudden all their old songs...
It was like a reset.
Again. Yeah, I think so.
But that happens all the time. That happened with Michael Jackson when he died.
Yeah. Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
Yeah. Nirvana.
Yeah. Exactly. Amy Winehouse.
Yeah. I don't know. I was never a big fan. I appreciate their music.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
I was more into Korn and Limp Bizkit, so. I remember people, oh, you'll like these guys because you like Korn and Limp Bizkit, and it's like,
yeah,
they're all right, but they're not Korn or Limp Bizkit.
Not the same. Yeah. Yeah. But speaking of YouTube, a completely different genre of music, Kanye West. So he released, I'll show it on the screen here.
We were actually watching this before we started recording this episode, as we watched this video.
Yeah. So, is the sound off?
Sound is off.
Okay. So,
and he's asking because we got flagged.
Yeah,
for last week's episode.
We played a couple songs in the background, and
like that was like, I think his daughter maybe at the end of that video. But
yeah.
I don't want my 5-year-old son looking at blood and guts and stuff, whether it's real in the world or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about censoring him from it. I guess more like he's too little to see that. He can look at that all he wants when he's older.
Yeah.
I just don't want to damage his mind right now, right? Yeah. Like, so I get it.
But isn't that up to the parents or whoever's in charge of the TV?
Yes.
So why should YouTube censor it? That's that. Okay, so the reason I'm saying this is that because the way I grew up, the TV shows or whatever was on TV, if it was adult content, it was on TV after 11 o'clock because people assumed that after 11 o'clock kids are in bed. And but otherwise, music videos were not censored. They tried to play them as late as possible, but
or with disclaimers before.
No, we don't do disclaimers.
No, I thought I remember seeing disclaimer.
That's something.
Jackass. Remember Jackass had a disclaimer before.
But Holland doesn't do disclaimers.
No.
Well, I mean, I've been gone for 11 years, 12 years, so it might be different now. But when I grew up, it was literally like up to the parents.
Yeah.
Although I do have to say that, now it's easier. You tell your kid to watch YouTube and then they can search whatever, or the autoplay keeps going. So it's a kind of a.
Well, I think, yeah.
Touchy.
Like I said, I'm on the fence. I see both sides of it, right? Yeah. Like Kanye, it obviously rose to the top, and the fact that they can just remove it from the top is like, it's a piss off. I would be annoyed with that too. I don't see anything wrong with that video at all.
The only part was that
the bloody face.
Yeah. I think that was the only. And that
if
fight.
Kemper asked me, why is he all bloody? I say, well, he fell off his bike.
yeah.
That's called road rash. But
don't fall off.
Yeah. 2 hands on the wheel.
Scare him some more.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm kind of on the fence with that one.
Yeah, okay. Then we're both on the same fence, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think at home?
About censorship, you guys?
Are you a Kanye fan? Did this piss you off too, or is this totally valid? Leave a comment.
Yeah.
Wherever you're listening or watching.
I got to think about that one a little bit more.
Yeah.
What's this other one you got? I was thinking you should send that to Ali, if she knows.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
I actually did send it to her.
Did you?
Yeah. So Vanilla Ice. He was supposed to play a concert. I believe was in Texas, and he ignored everything and said, "This concert is happening. No if or buts that it's happening." And then a day later, or whatever it was, he cancels it
a day later
because he said something like, "Oh, I didn't know these numbers for COVID were so crazy." I'm like, how big was that rock that you were living under? Because COVID you can't hide from COVID. You must know something's up. And when you booked that show, you probably knew what was going on because they would have told you that they're at half capacity or whatever. And then a day after that, I think, or maybe even the same day, the real story came out. He only sold 284 tickets.
Is that the real story, though?
I don't know.
Like, maybe that is the real story, but is that the legit reason why he changed his mind?
Maybe his fans actually, had a brain and said, "I'm not going to a concert." Because actually, there's this is from the top of my head. I read an article last week about 2 country artists that had their shows, and they took a selfie with the crowd. The crowd, it was at least the front half of the bowl was, packed.
Right.
Nobody wearing face mask or anything. Everybody was just shoulder to shoulder, like nothing ever happened and whatever. And so they got
in trouble.
They got some backlash. I don't know if
trouble.
Yeah,
I didn't mean
backlash.
trouble. Like,
Yeah,
who's
no,
gonna give them shit for that? Because like they're adults, they can.
Yeah.
But I get it.
But I mean, there's being.
So okay, wait a second. So is it the artist that's getting the backlash for it, or is it the people that buy the tickets and are going to the crowd? You have 10,000 people in a crowd. I mean, there's 10,000 people there that are all on the same page.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. All of those people are idiots
and liable for whatever the outcome of that may be, right? Yeah. I don't think the artist should get backlash for that.
Why not? They put on the show.
So the people went.
Put your foot.
That's like what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, I guess. But I mean,
I think everybody's accountable for their own actions. So if you're going to go to a concert like that and you end up getting sick with COVID, for example, that's your own fault, man. You should have stayed home. You can't blame the band for that. You bought the ticket. You went there.
Okay, so what if a band member gets sick?
Then he's to blame. He put the show on. That's it. That's his own, like, man, come on. There's nobody to blame but themselves if anything happens.
Oh, yeah.
And if nothing happens, then good. Have fun. Go do it.
No, but something's going to happen. Like, it's you can see, I don't know, the US is a lot...
I think their laws on the lockdown and everything are a little different than in Canada here. I think they're a little more, they're stricter in I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with it.
As we're recording it, it's the 4th of July, which means people are going to party in the US. I guarantee at the end of the day you're going to see videos of massive amount of people on beaches drinking together and whatever. And then within 2 weeks from now, you're going to see another spike in update or in new cases due to
we just had Canada Day.
Yeah,
people are at the lake still. I've been to the lake this summer already.
Right, but you're not together with 1,000 people shoulder to shoulder on a beach.
No. But I don't go to beaches that big neither.
That's right. But I mean, okay, I'm gonna. What is it? I think it was.
But okay, so what's I don't know. Going to the city.
But you can stay away from each other.
Yeah, but you can stay away from each other at a beach too.
But they don't. That's the point. Here, Daytona Beach.
So what if you have 1,000 people on a beach, Mark, and they're all sitting as far away from you as you and I are right now? What's the problem with that? You take a picture of that, it's going to look like a shit ton of people really close together. But if you shine a magnifying glass on that, they're all social distancing. They're 6 feet away or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Looks can be deceiving is all I'm getting at. What do you got here? When was this? A month ago.
This was Memorial Day. I don't think they're distancing.
No.
For those just listening, we're watching a quick little video on how, where is this? Daytona Beach handled Memorial Day. It looks like they're shooting a music video there.
It's all in this one little section here too.
Yeah.
So something's.
Anyway, this is not the video I was referring to, but I don't know. I think people should be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, for sure, people need to be careful, but I feel like if they're not, then that's on them. They can take responsibility for their own actions. My point is, like, if you're gonna go to a concert where there's 10,000 people and you get sick, that's your own fault for going.
Because you knew there was going to be...
That's all I'm saying there.
Yep.
And same goes for like the musician too. If he gets sick or whatever, I don't feel like it's his fault if somebody in the crowd gets sick.
The only bigger issue is that you go to that concert, which is fine. You feel fine walking out. But you are, you do have the virus, but you're asymptomatic. You walk around.
That's still on him. It's not on anybody else.
Yeah, but then you walk into an elderly people.
That's still on him.
True. But if that person dies, the old person dies.
That's on him. I feel the same way. What if I have the flu, man? If I just got off of the flu, I was sick all day yesterday, you're sitting here today, we're doing this, and then you get the flu.
I get the flu, I'll be okay.
And yeah, but I mean, and they tell two friends, and they tell two friends. It just goes on and on, man.
Yeah.
So like,
that's why people should just stay away from each other.
Oh, come on. Yes, but to an extent.
Yeah. Don't. I don't know. I mean, I go to the city. I have to do stuff. So I do stuff.
Right. Because like from what I'm hearing you say is that we should never have a concert ever again.
No. Until there's a significant slowdown in the virus and or a vaccine, we should probably slow down on whatever's going on in the US right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my opinion.
Vanilla ice.
Yeah, that's how we got to this. Thanks, Ice.
This next topic we talked about already, didn't we? No, we didn't. We talked about Tom Petty.
Tom Petty, yep.
So it looks like same, but from the Stones.
And it's
so what? He just jumped from Tom Petty to the Stones?
I guess the Rolling Stones tell Donald Trump, "Don't use our songs in your rallies."
So had he? I didn't.
Yeah.
So he did, and they said don't.
The Stones actually repeatedly told Trump to quit it, knock it off. So maybe the campaign went to Tom Petty. Tom Petty said no, or the estate.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
He should just play. I wonder if Matt Blay would let him do the Tiger King one in his rally.
I'm gonna go with no.
No?
Probably not.
Why? He's Canadian. What does he care?
Yeah, I guess.
Come on, Trump. There's one for you.
Yeah, talk to Matt. No, talk to Matt before.
No, just do it. Just do it, and then Matt can say, "Take that down," and then
can sue you for a lot of money. And then Matt gets... You're welcome, Matt.
Volbeat we talked about already.
Yep.
What else you got there? Oh wait, so we mentioned not Black Sabbath, but Zakk Sabbath.
Right.
I'll be honest, this was the first time I heard of these guys.
Sounds like a cover band.
It is. I put the article on here because I thought it was Black Sabbath. Oh, I'm tired. Wow. Just yawned in the middle. I thought it said that Black Sabbath re-recorded the entire debut album. I was like, what? But it isn't. It was Zakk Sabbath re-recorded the entire debut album.
Why?
I don't know. I did about 10 minutes ago and I forget.
Oh. You sent me the link here. I'll check it out.
It's intended as a celebration of the original's 50th anniversary. That's why they redid it.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Who gets the royalties for that?
Interesting. I'm not sure.
They're pretty open about it, so it must be worked out with, would that be, which label? Where'd it go? Anyway, Black Sabbath's label.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, though.
Interesting. They wouldn't put out a release if they can't make money on it. Like they're spending money
to record it,
unless they just want to use it as advertising for their band, because it's the first time I hear about them.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's a good question.
Cool.
Is right. Is right. I was just looking at. There's something on here from Sully. I have a couple. I don't know.
Do you remember the song? Because I know you don't know Jefferson Starship, but do you know the song? Crap. The song. Oh, We Built This City.
Yes. On Rock and Roll.
Yeah,
that's them.
That's Jefferson Starship. They recorded it as Starship, but they're apparently. Did I read this right? Now I'm starting to doubt myself. I thought they were coming out with a new album.
That's what it says here at the start.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here. So during a podcast on the consequence of sound, singer and multi-instrumentalist David Freiberg also teases a new album. So we might get new music from
Jefferson Starship.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That'd be interesting.